I'm so aggravated today because it's cold out, first of all. It's fucking cold out. And, fucking ran over my phone yesterday, which really pisses me off. Thank God I had a case on it, so, the phone is mostly fine, but my camera part, the back of the camera, so the back of the phone is broken, smashed, so I have to get it fixed. I have to. And this isn't going to be like a real chapter. I just, and I really need to learn to write things down. I've been trying to do that, but I haven't been very successful. So I just wanted to, but because there's so many things that I, think about, and, what's crazy about it too, is that Brian, he just, he loves to fucking lie. And right now he's really doing that about, like, when I talk about shit that happened or that he did or whatever, or that he said, I never said that, I never did that, or, and it drives me mental. Like, listen, when you did that, you broke my heart. I think I know what I'm talking about. Not only that, I have fucking messages. Okay, this is what he was saying. So April 4th, I looked at the phone bill, and that was really the major thing that I needed to see to really tell me that something was amiss, because, she was his most contacted person, and it just didn't make sense to me. Why did they need to be in contact so much when I knew he was over there a lot? I mean, so when he's not there, they're constantly talking and texting. I mean, a 71-minute phone call. You know what I mean? Why? So that was really the thing. And plus, not only that, she was texting him when I pulled it up, and he hadn't told me that. So, So anyways, that phone bill just showed me something's wrong, Marissa. Something is really wrong. And then I messaged her the next day. And then I have the messages to him. April 8th, I think it was. April 8th. So 4 days later, I sent him this. It's a sad, desperate message, really. It's me saying, if I bet on us, if I bet on me and the kids being more important to you, would I win the bet? And I even said to him, if you had to say to her, I love you, but I've got to make my wife happy. That's my duty, and that's what I've got to do. Could you do that? It's really sad. It really is. And what's really sad is I would lose the bet, because, and then on April 13th, because I don't know exactly what day it was, but all I remember is I sent him that message. Of course, he ignored it. And I don't know, how long after that, but she called him to go rake her fucking yard. Like there wasn't someone closer that she could have do that for her. No, she needed my husband, who was an hour away, and whose wife she wasn't talking to. It's shut down after being asked, if she was having an affair with my husband. Yeah. Yeah, Marissa thinks we're fucking, no big deal. No big deal. Come over and rake my yard. Are you fucking serious? You fucking thieving bitch. You fucking thieving bitch. Okay. So anyway, she called him, and he looks at me in the face when he answers the call and says, yes, I'll be there, Ray. So if I bet on us, I lost. And I sent him a message on April 13th saying, Brian, why are you telling her that you're going to be there? I told you already, it's her or me. I told you already, it's her or me. So obviously you're choosing her. You're choosing her. And you vowed to put me and my wishes and wants and needs, and I'm supposed to be the priority here. And our children, because if I'm affected, they're going to be affected. You know, you've already excused her from having to say anything to me. And now you're saying, sorry, Marissa, you can bet on what you want, but I'm going to Ray's house. You know, that's how important this fucking woman was. That's how important your buddy's mother is. That you're going to put me in like confusion and really heartbreak. Because my heart broke when he did that. Because he was fucking choosing her. And he has the fucking nerve to say to my face, I didn't choose her. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen? Okay. But I have my messages to you. So I think it did happen. And I'm pretty sure I would remember that. You know, he's telling me, you're mixing shit up. I'm not mixing anything up. No. Not at all. You know, anything that I don't really remember too well, I can just look at our messages or look at, you know, videos and be reminded. But I remember it pretty well. Yeah, I remember that moment. And I sent you a message asking you, what the hell were you doing? Hello? So at least twice in messages, I told him, it's me or her. Me or her at this point. And he still ignored that. And whatever day Saturday was after that, he's getting ready like he's going to be going there. I mean, he was planning on going there right up until the moment that he was, you know, getting ready to leave. And that's when I had to say, no, Brian, sorry, no, I'm forcing you. I'm forcing you to choose me. I'm making you. And he was angry about that. You know, just had a little tantrum. Like, he just reminded me of like a little boy getting his toy taken away. That's what he reminded me of. And, you know, I said to him, you know, I could have just said, oh, okay, you made your choice. Bye-bye. Have fun. Let her, use her credit for your truck. Use her to watch your kids while you're gone. I'm out. You made your choice. Bye-bye. I could have done that. And I probably should have, you know. Because I fucking found a message. I don't know how I fucking found this. But in 2020, I got, like I said, I got him, you know, his license. 2019, I helped him with all that. And, you know, urged him to do it for a long time. And then I get him a truck. And he didn't have any credit. It was all on my name. That truck was in my name because it was my credit. Not on his at all. It was just me. Just me. But he told her. Yeah, it's too nice for me, but it'll be good for building up my credit. And I sent him that. I'm like, oh my God, you couldn't even give me, you couldn't give me the credit of the truck. Like, you wanted her to think it was yours and I had nothing to do with it, because God forbid you give me any credit for anything, you know? So instead you lied. Because you didn't want her to think you were driving around with a truck that was in your wife's name. No. And he's like, oh, I thought it was. I'm like, no, you fucking knew. Because the first time we were been able to use your credit is the truck you have now. And you knew that was the first time, Brian. You knew. You're a liar. You're just a liar. And it's so pathetic. It's so pathetic. I mean... And then she says, nothing's too good for you. Nothing. Except maybe his wife. I mean, are you serious? You didn't want to say, oh, Marissa got me this truck. It's all Marissa. No. Nope. Gross. It sickens me. It sickens me. It really does. Like, oh my God, that's what I married. That's what I fucking married. Ugh. Gross. Just so gross. I don't know, just gross. Um, so, you know, last night he's, you know, in my face. I didn't choose her. You know, if I chose her, we wouldn't be here right now. No, I made you choose me. And then I got really mad, and I'm like, you know what, Brian? Go ahead and tell me one more lie. Tell me that I'm remembering something wrong, or I've got it mixed up one more time. Lie to me one more time. And I'm gone. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm gonna leave, and I'll come and go as I please. I'll stay at another place. You're not gonna know where. And, you know, I'll come be with the kids when you're not here. But other than that, everything's on you. You got this. I don't even give a fuck what it does to my credit. I'm over it. I said, so, you know, if you don't want them to suffer, because obviously I'm not, you know, that important to you that you can be honest for. Are they precious enough for you to be honest for? Can you be honest for their sake? Can you do that? Because seriously, one more time, and watch me go. Watch me. Fucking try me. And he comes out, I don't want to fight with you. Because I'm like, I warned you. I told you, give me your fucking best. Give me your best. And instead, you're fucking telling me that what broke my heart didn't even happen. Nope. You're not gonna gaslight me. It's not fucking allowed anymore. It's not allowed anymore. Stop that. Stop it, or I'm fucking gone. For real. I'm so fucking over it. And then, you know, I'm just going through these messages, and I see just how fucking generous and giving and kind and sweet, and you know, he constantly says sorry. Sorry for having to take off so quickly. Sorry for having to go home. You know, and at the time he's coming home to me and just totally trashing me. You know, and the flowers for her, like, he never even got me flowers on our wedding day, not for one anniversary. Never, you know, he didn't feel the desire to, like, do special things for me like that so that I would feel special. He only had that for her. And I really feel like the reason why that is because you know, like, he took a picture of every fan in the store, went into a store and said, oh, they got all kinds of nice women's stuff. I almost got Marissa something, but what do you want? What colors do you want for Christmas? I'll go back and take pictures. You know, like, really? I wasn't good enough to get something nice from the store, but she can get 3 colors that she wants for Christmas? Like, what the fuck? Really? What the fuck? Because what did I ever do to deserve that? What? What exactly did I ever fucking do to deserve that treatment? It makes me so angry. So angry. But the reason why I think it was so important to him to do the extra special, extra mile shit for her was because he couldn't give her what she really wanted, which was for him to leave me and the kids behind and be with her. Because there was no way he was going to, you know, bring the kids there. That wasn't going to happen, you know? Yeah, fat chance of that happening. You think shit at 70 would want 3 young kids? Oh my God. Yeah, no. So, you know, he couldn't leave me, you know, no way. Not, you know, for the sake of his image for the most part, but he couldn't give her that. So I think because of that, he really wanted to make sure that she knew it was her that he really, you know, loved and desired, not me. And that's why he said he was only with me for the kids. You know, I was just the babysitter. I was the kids' babysitter while he was there. You know, that's what I was good for. Oh, and get her pills. that she got from me. I was good for that too. And good for providing his truck, which he couldn't even say. Just fucking, how pathetic. So I think he went the extra mile for her in that way, so that he could keep her happy and make her feel like, even though I'm not here with you, completely, you're the one. You are the one, Ray. You're gonna get my extra thought, my extra effort. I mean, he fucking is like, trying to like say it was so good of him the other day because I asked him to stay and boil me some eggs before he went to work. Yeah, bravo! You boiled me some eggs. You didn't even peel them. I'm so special. Wow. Like, even now, he doesn't make any extra effort for me. He just really doesn't. Never get a date night. Just yeah. He's always just tired, and I know. I've never. I mean, maybe there was a short time, when he was stuck at home, that maybe he, could make me feel special sometimes. But mostly not. And especially the way that just the kindness of him for her, and really coming home, and he was constantly accusing me at that point, constantly. He one time, and I have a video of this, and I will share it when I come across it. I'm going, day by day. My phone was in the bedroom, and I couldn't hear it, and I was dealing with a friend who had come over, and he was so fucking paranoid of me cheating on him at that point that he was accusing me so bad. He came in and accused me so badly that he put Liam in tears, because he would do that shit in front of the kids. Yeah. No, my phone was just in the bedroom. I couldn't hear it, honey. Wasn't cheating on you. But you sure do have some paranoid conscience about this, don't you? You do. Because people who tend to like accuse, sometimes they're hiding their guilt about what they're accusing people of. And that's exactly what he did. Constantly at that time. He just was not nice to me, people. Not nice. And I'm going to come across it again, like I said, at one point, and at 2021, the same year that, she was saying how long I'm done waiting, and he was telling her, I only want to get germs from you, Ray. Only you. Gross. Is the same year he ended up giving me a black eye. He headbutted me. Once again, for just saying something wrong, or, I don't know. I had said something. And that's what I got. Headbutt. And he connected. I don't know if he meant to or not, but he did. And he gave me black eye. Which, of course, I hid. I hid from everyone. That's what he was doing to me. While he was giving this fucking old fucking pig thief gold. And he called that woman a good person. Someone who just totally shit on his marriage and his wife. I was begging her at one point. I said, Ray, our children, like, you supposedly care about my children, because she would, tell him that she cared about them or whatever, like she was interested in them. Yeah, that was a big fat fucking lie. She's just a selfish asshole. Because I said, for my children's sake, can you please speak to me for their sake? Because they're watching me break down right now. So, if you really care about them, talk to me. No. Nope. There would be nothing that would make that woman talk to me. Not for their sake. No. You know, this was a selfish asshole who went after a married man with young children and really wanted to steal somebody else's husband and father. She did her best to steal him from us. And of course, you know, he was no better to me. He was no better because he couldn't resist her. Couldn't resist her wiles. I don't know. Yeah. And just, you know, figured he could shit all over me and, you know, act like he had every, you know, he had every right to cheat on me because I was such a, you know, piece of shit, according to him, to her, you know. I mean, I told her, like, he's told you so many fucking lies. You really don't get, like, how many lies he's told you, honey. So, if he's lying to you like that, I can only imagine the lies he has told me. I mean, it's just so gross. You know, sometimes I don't even want to look at him. I don't want to be near him. Ugh. And, you know, right now, I have a plan. I have a plan. Because I do see us ending. Because I don't see him really improving. I don't, you know, I said to him today, is it possible that you're gonna recognize my enemy when you see one? Because she was my enemy. And you called her a good person and you gave to my enemy. So can I rely on you to be able to spot my enemy? And can I rely on you to know that my enemy is your family's enemy? You know, can I rely on you to protect us from my enemies instead of giving to my enemies and stealing from me and your kids for my enemy? Can that happen? Of course, he didn't respond. You know, he loves not responding. I just, yeah, I have so much anger and frustration. You know, it wells up in me, and I'm just, I hate him. You know, and he just keeps saying, I love you, when we leave and hang up the phone, and I just say it back, and, you know, I don't even want to. Like, I did stop for a little while. I'm like, let's just stop with the lying and going through the motions. Can we do that? Because I'm so sick of it. It's a fucking farce, man. I don't want to pretend anymore. I'm just so sick of pretending. You know, but whatever. But yeah, I have a plan, but it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. You know, I told him, I said, you know, I could have left when you chose her. I could have left, you know, but I didn't. I stayed, and I gave you so many chances to come clean and be honest and be brave enough to be honest. But you don't have the balls. You just don't have the balls for it. You know, I said, you would let me die before telling the truth. I know that. If I was in front of you and to save me, you would have to tell the truth. You couldn't do it. You'd let me die. I really, truly believe that with all my heart. He could not tell the truth to save my life. Yeah. God, I wonder if he could do it for the kids. God, I hope so. I mean, obviously that's never gonna be a situation, but you just, you know, you end up thinking those things, or I do, you know, and it's like, yeah, gross. Man. I mean, and then I want to cry because, you know, sometimes the anger gets so bad, I just want to cry, and I'm really sad and heartbroken, not just for myself, for the kids, You know, especially Brody. Why did he do this? For what? I lost to what? An ugly, old, 70-year-old pig thief liar. And I said to him, you know, she was talking about my mothering. Why? Probably because Brian, you know, whatever he said. But really, look at her. Look at her son. When I first met him, he hit on me and smacked my ass. And he was a thief. And he was abusive. He just was. Nah, he destroyed shit. He was a kind of, I mean, I'm sorry to talk about the dead this way, but he was an asshole. He wasn't good. He wasn't a good person. But you know, he learned from his mother. He watched her be a selfish thief with no concern for others. And that's what he became. And my son, my grown-up son, he wouldn't even dream of doing that. My son is a beautiful person. Beautiful person. So smart and talented and just he's an awesome person. And I'm a good mother. I mothered him by myself. Sorry, Ray, but you suck. You suck.